Quotes about death. 1. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us while we live. Norman Cousins. 2. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Mark Twain. 3. Death is the dropping of the flower that the fruit may swell. Henry Ward Beecher. 4. Death is not extinguishing the light, it is putting out the lamp because dawn has come. Rabindranath Tagore. 5. To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. J.K. Rowling. 6. Death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it, and that is how it should be because death is very likely the single best invention of life. Steve Jobs. 7. Life is pleasant. Death is peaceful. It's the transition that's troublesome. Isaac Asimov. 8. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. Haruki Murakami. 9. The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where one ends, and where the other begins? Edgar Allan Poe. 10. Do not fear death so much, but rather the inadequate life. Bertolt Brecht. 11. Death is the liberator of him whom freedom cannot release, the physician of him whom medicine cannot cure, and the comforter of him whom time cannot console. Charles Caleb Colton. 12. Death is a challenge. It tells us not to waste time. It tells us to tell each other right now that we love each other. Leo Buscaglia. 13. Death is the sound of distant thunder at a picnic. W. H. Auden. 14. We understand death only after it has placed its hands on someone we love. And L. de Stael. 15. Death is like a mirror in which the true meaning of life is reflected. Sogyal Rinpoche. 16. Our dead are never dead to us until we have forgotten them. George Eliot. 17. Death is not the end. Death can never be the end. Death is the road. Life is the traveler. The soul is the guide. Sri Chinmoy. 18. Death smiles at us all we can do is smile back. Marcus Aurelius. 19. What we have once enjoyed deeply we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us. Helen Keller. 20. After the game, the king and the pawn go into the same box. Italian proverb. 21. The idea is to die young as late as possible. Ashley Montague. 22. When it comes time to die, be not like those whose hearts are filled with the fear of death, so when their time comes, they weep and pray for a little more time to live their lives over again in a different way. Sing your death song, and die like a hero going home. Tecumseh. 23. The fear of death is the most unjustified of all fears, for there's no risk of accident for someone who's dead. Albert Einstein.